Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash, your go-to spot for raw, unfiltered, and in-depth car reviews. If you're new here, this is the place where we dissect the latest rides on the market, break down what actually matters, and give you the honest truth before you step into a dealership. So if you're into cars that push the envelope, smash expectations, or just get the job done better than the rest, you're definitely in the right place. Now today's episode is going to be something special, because after a long-awaited hiatus, Honda has finally brought it back, and the 2026 Honda Crosstour is here, and it's not playing around. Exterior. Let's talk about what Honda has done with this revival. The 2026 Crosstour is no longer a quirky experiment, it's a statement. Honda took everything people liked about the original and gave it a modern, aggressive edge. It still sits somewhere between a fastback SUV and a lifted wagon, but now it wears that identity with purpose. The front end, sleek, sculpted, and bold. The new LED light signature stretches wide across the grille, giving it a futuristic stare. The grille itself is sharp and angular, flanked by slim daytime running lights that look like they belong on a concept car. And the hood, it's got just the right amount of muscle to suggest this thing means business. Move to the side and this is where the Crosstour really earns its name. That coupe-like sloping roofline sweeps toward the back in a clean, confident arc. The proportions are sleeker than your average crossover, but there's still that elevated ride height that gives you a commanding view of the road. Wheel options go all the way up to 20 inches, and depending on the trim, you can get two-tone finishes and blacked-out accents that make it pop even more. The door handles are body-integrated, and the shoulder lines run clean and uninterrupted, keeping the side profile tight and dynamic. Now the back of this is where opinions are going to fly. Some will love it, some will hate it, but nobody can say it looks boring. The rear tailgate cuts and steep, and the taillights stretch wide across the back with the connected LED bar. There's a subtle spoiler lip on the roof line, a dark rear diffuser, and integrated dual exhaust tips on the higher trims. It has that sporty utility vibe going on, and while it won't be mistaken for a performance SUV, it definitely doesn't blend into the parking lot. Honda gave it attitude, and that's something the old Crosstour never quite had. Interior. Now stepping inside, the 2026 Crosstour shows how far Honda's interior game has come. The cabin is sleek, tech-forward, and refreshingly uncluttered. Honda didn't try to over-design it, they kept things clean, with premium materials and clever ergonomics. The dashboard flows in a horizontal layout with real stitching, metallic accents, and soft touch everything. Even the base trims feel upscale. Right in front of you, there's a fully digital 12.3-inch instrument cluster that's crisp and customizable. At the center, a floating 13.2-inch infotainment display is standard, and thankfully, Honda kept physical knobs for volume and climate, which is a win in our book. Tech-wise, this thing comes packed. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto standard. Navigation with real-time traffic standard. A premium Bose 12-speaker sound system, ambient lighting, and a panoramic sunroof are all available on the touring trim. There are also features like a head-up display, wireless charging pad, and 360-degree camera view that make it feel much more like luxury SUV than a lifted hatchback. Rear seat comfort is also a highlight. Despite the sloping roof, headroom is generous, and legroom is more than enough for taller adults. The rear seats recline and fold flat, expanding the already generous cargo space into something shockingly practical. And yes, there's a hands-free power liftgate, because it's 2026 and we expect that now. Performance. Under the hood, the new Crosstour comes with two solid options. The base engine is a 2.0-liter turbocharged four-cylinder that pumps out 265 horsepower and 295 pounds-feet of torque. It's mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission and available with either front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. This engine is responsive, refined, and surprisingly quick for something in this class. Honda's engineering keeps the ride composed, with tight body control and precise steering. It's not a sports car, but it handles curves with confidence and stays impressively quiet at highway speeds. If you want more grunt and a touch of electrification, There's a hybrid option. This uses a 2.0-liter Atkinson cycle engine paired with two electric motors, delivering a combined 300 horsepower and an impressive 37 miles per gallon. This isn't a plug-in hybrid, but the electric assist gives it instant to work off the line and smooth power delivery throughout. And the best part, you still get Honda's all-wheel drive system, which adjusts to work between the wheels seamlessly to keep traction in all weather conditions. In terms of safety, Honda has gone all in. The 2026 Crosstour comes standard with the Honda Sensing 360 suite. That means adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, traffic jam assist, and even a driver attention monitor. There's also a new eye-based parking assistant that can automatically scan and steer you into tight parallel or perpendicular spots. It's a small touch, but for urban drivers, it's a big deal. Let's talk pricing. The base model, Crosstour, starts around $34,500. Step up to the sport trim with AWD and you're looking at roughly $37,000. The touring trim with all the bells and whistles, hybrid powertrain, panoramic roof, and Bose audio will set you back about $44,000. Considering what you're getting, a performance, comfort, tech, and that unique fastback crossover style, it's actually pretty competitive. Honda clearly wanted the Crosstour to stand out in a sea of copy-paste SUVs, and they nailed it. So, final thoughts: the 2026 Honda Crosstour is back, and it's better than ever. It's not just a lifted Accord wagon anymore, it's a smart, stylish, and surprisingly sporty crossover that feels tailor-made for drivers who want something different. It's got the looks, it's got the tech, it's got the efficiency, and it doesn't sacrifice on practicality. It might not be for everyone, but for those looking to break out of the SUV mold without giving up functionality, this one deserves a serious test drive. If you like this review, hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed to Car Flash for more honest, detailed breakdowns of the latest rides. We've got more 2026 models on the way, from EVs to trucks to luxury sedans, and you don't want to miss what's coming next. Drop your questions in the comments. Would you go Crosstour or stick to something more traditional? We'll be responding to a bunch of you down below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.